Rev up your engines! Help! This Hyundai's trying to eat me!
Stop saying bad things about Hyundai.
Alright, today I got a brand new Hyundai. What do I think about it? Well, you know what I think about Hyundais if you follow me anytime. Let's see if it rings true or not. It's definitely big. It's got all kinds of room. It's got front seats. It's got captain seats in the middle, and it's got bench seats in the back. There's a lot of room. Korea, so that's better than the ones made here. All-wheel drive. Now, the guy who bought this vehicle just told me he thought he would never buy a Hyundai, right? So why did he buy this Hyundai? Because for the price and for what it had, he thought he was getting a deal. Now, it's a very large vehicle, especially inside. He talked him down to about $51,000, okay? And this is a fully loaded car with everything, as I'm going to show you. Now, let's say you want to compare it to, say, a fully loaded Lincoln Navigator that's brand new. I just priced one, it was $125,000. He paid $51,400 for this. He got him down a little bit. But even he admitted he got lucky because this was made in October 2023. But as we look under the hood, this big V6 engine, it's 3.8 liters, well, these engines were recalled. Bad valve springs, the engine's gonna blow it up. But that was June and July. This one was made in October when they didn't have the problem with the springs. Springs before were breaking. Like I say, you got to watch it with the Hyundais. Now, he got lucky there because if you did buy one of these and you had the recall for the engines with bad springs, that could cost a fortune to fix correctly. Often, they don't fix them correctly. The guy who bought this car is no fool. He also bought a 120,000 mile, 10-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. They wanted 3. He paid him like $2,100 for the warranty. In this case, it's definitely worth the warranty, just because of Hyundai's history. The previous ones, June and July, had bad valve springs. Who knows? He doesn't have to worry about it because he's got the full coverage warranty. There's nothing they could do. They'd have to fix it for 120,000 miles or 10 years, and he's retired. He doesn't put that many miles on, so he'll go through the 10 years before he goes through the 120,000 miles. Now, if you've been following me for any length of time, you realize, hey, I'm not a big warranty fan, but in this case, this is a Hyundai warranty at the company. They have to replace your engine or transmission if it breaks. 120,000 miles, 10 years. It would be a worthwhile thing. Consider, I mean, he got this for $51,400, so he pays $2,100 for complete security, right? That's not a bad move. Just think of the guy who bought the Lincoln for $125,000. Now, it has an 8-speed automatic transmission, not a CVT, regular 8-speed, 8-gear transmission that Hyundai makes. It's not some crazy Jatco piece of junk. Hyundai 8 speeds, I haven't seen any particular problems with them. It's an all-wheel drive system. I also haven't seen any particular problems with the all-wheel drive system. And it's got this beautiful paint, little specks of blue in it. I first thought it was kind of gray, but it's not. It's called Moonlight Cloud Pearl. Very interesting color. As you go inside, it's got the usual bells and whistles. As you shut the door, sounds solid. Got all kinds of controls for the sunroof. It's got an SOS button. Sign of our ship. As we start it up, look at the graphics. Cool graphics, I do have to say. It's a completely digital speedometer. Look, you can see it's just graphics. There's no mechanical. It's totally graphics, but it looks like it's mechanical, you know? We'll check out the back out cameras. It's got a really nice wide field of view, and it has the top view like you're being watched by a drone. All these luxury vehicles have that. Dual control for the heat and air conditioning. And check it out. You got Smart Drive, Sport Drive, Comfort Drive, Eco Drive, Snow Drive, and you can even lock the differential in the thing if you want to. Turn downhill assist. You can turn off the automatic stop start, which I hate. I'll turn that off. You can also turn off parking assist if you want. You can do the camera. You can see to the side of the car to see if you're going to hit anything. That's a good idea for many people these days. And there's a little panoramic job. Oh, that's cool as can be. Look at that. Whee! Look, there's my trees. There's my little shed. Oh man, this is so cool. Really smooth, you don't feel any shaking. Now, of course, it's got electronic parking brake. They're all doing that. These fully loaded cars. The Apple leather seats are unbelievable. Not only do they look good, they are super comfortable and ergodynamic, I do have to say. And the stitching is phenomenal. The Koreans did a really good job building these. Of course, I do have to say, if I'd bought one and found out the engine had bad valves, I would be mad as a hornet. This one's not included in the recall. It was made later. So, let's take it for a spin. Your car saw when you open the door, it puts the seat back, and then when you close the door, it moves back to the position that you've set. Start her up, put her in reverse, it automatically takes the parking brake and stuff off. We'll put it in comfort ride, and as you can see, man, that camera works great. You can see everything. It's a great backup camera and side camera. I'm always worried about hitting something, but now you can really see. See, we're headed towards that tree. Look out. No, but I know I'm not gonna hit the tree because I'm not at it yet. Although I'm still cautious. I don't care. Put it in drive, push button. Check it out, it's showing us surroundings. Let's see, is it gonna show everything? Let's see if it shows. Yes, it's showing the cable for the telephone pole that holds it in, the stay cable. Hey, it does a good job. And as I said, check out speedometer and tachometer. They're totally fake. They're all digital. There's no actual gauge in there. It's all just digital pictures. It's kind of interesting. I'd hate to fix one when it breaks, but hey, what can you do? And it's got the usual, tells you the speed limit in my neighborhood, which is 25 miles an hour. And I'm turning the automatic stop off because I hate those things. Comfort mode there. Comfort, you can see. Very smooth ride. This is a luxury vehicle. This is their top of the line car. It's a stop sign. It sees the stop sign. Here we go. It's got plenty of acceleration. Now, it doesn't throw you in the back seat. It's not that kind of car, but it's got plenty of get up and go. And in normal driving, it gets mid-20s. So for a vehicle this heavy, that's decent gas mileage. It's all-wheel drive. It's got a big 3.8 V6. It's got the luxury turn signal. Does the tick-tock, tick-tock. Very comfy vehicle to carry a lot of people around. Shows you the side when you're making a right turn, so you don't hit anything if you're a bad driver. And like I say, you step on the gas, it goes. Not a racing vehicle by any stretch of the imagination, but it definitely gets you where you're going in luxurious style. You know, it's the biggest thing that Hyundai makes, and it is made in Korea. Got the heads-up display. You might not see it very well, but it says we're going 27 miles an hour and the speed limit's 35. And you can see it doesn't get 25 miles a gallon when I'm driving it. It's getting 17 now because I drive like a maniac. And I didn't drive that much like a maniac. It would get even worse if I was pushing it hard. And as you exit the car, it plays happy music and has happy blue graphics. Everyone knows I'm a Hyundai fan, but for $51,000, the luxury that this thing has compared to, say, a $125,000 Lincoln Navigator that's got the same kind of room inside, there's no question of which one I'd get if I was going to spend that kind of money, right? I'm not going to spend 125 grand for a car, right? For something this big and this luxurious, just realize you're gambling with that engine. The June and July had bad valves, the engines had problems. This one isn't covered under that recall. Hopefully over time it won't have any problems, but he purchased the 120,000 mile 10-year warranty. So if it does, they're going to have to fix the thing for free. A car like this, it would behoove you to buy the warranty on it. It only makes sense. I'm not a big fan of these outside warranties, but buy one at the dealer. Hey, they're going to have to fix the thing if it does break. And just because of the history of Hyundai and engines, I definitely would if I was going to buy something like this. The owner's retired, man. He plans on this being his last vehicle. Hey, maybe it will be his last vehicle. It's luxurious. He doesn't drive like a maniac. Got all the airbags, all the safety stuff to him. It's big. They can carry the grandkids, everybody around in it. So for $51,000, you price around for loaded SUVs like this, which is fully loaded, and you're going to find that's actually dirt cheap these days. And here's some bonus questions and answers. Well, you knew it was going to happen. Insurance scammers are now turning to photo editing apps to fake crash damage. Like, here's a car, it wasn't really crashed, but it looks like it was. Because you can do anything with pictures, right? Now, here's the problem. This is what happens when you take humans out of the loop. I have had many customers bring me cars that they got in a wreck. I'm looking at it, and they said, can the insurance adjuster come over? I said, go ahead, you can have them come over if you want. But a lot of times, they don't even come over. They just say, take a picture of your car, send us the picture, we can see what the damage is, get an estimate, right? It's so easy today to fake it. A bunch of people are doing that now. Sometimes they're not even in accidents. One insurance company said they have found a 300% increase in fake pictures that have been edited. People have a little fender bender with his little ding, and then they show the whole front of the car smashed in. One guy, hey, he had a van that wasn't even damaged, so he made fake damage to the bumper, and it was $1,256 of damage. So the guy got $1,256 for nothing. They would have taken the bumper off, fix it, and then paint it and stuff. Well, here's the problem. Like I say, when there aren't humans involved, A lot of the insurance companies, they don't care. They just pass it on, right? Now, that's a little minor damage. They won't send somebody out for minor damage. Take a picture and show us, then we'll pay for it, right? This is why you got to have human beings involved. It used to be if somebody got in a wreck, the insurance agent himself would come to your house or come to the garage you sent it to. They'd look at it, right, and adjust it. But then, years later, they started farming that out. The people that were the adjusters, they didn't even work for the company. They were independent guys. I used to get that all the time when I was in Houston. And I asked the guys, I said, who do you work for? Are you an independent? He says, yeah, I'm independent. I said, what do you get paid for doing this? The guy says, I get $40. And so, of course, since he's only getting paid $40, people that understand the business, they'll give him $200 or something to make up this big list of stuff that maybe isn't even wrong. I knew people who did it in Houston because they wanted to get rid of their car. They didn't like it. It was a lemon. So they got all this damage and they totaled the car, which shouldn't have been totaled, right? Hey, the adjuster, hey, he got a couple $100 instead of $40 that he got paid for doing it. So it's just plain stupid. And then what happens? Our insurance rates go up because the insurance companies, they don't care. They just pass it on to everybody else, right? It's so easy to do these days. I mean, you could have done it 30 years ago, but you'd have to be a computer whiz. Now, anybody can do it with software. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.